Yes, thank you. Ed Marisiak here from East Toronto Living. Whoa, hey, this is awesome. Okay, in this video, hey, we're going to be diving into this article from Blog TO. The article is titled, Toronto's real estate market is in major trouble amid global uncertainty. Okay, so not terrific news, is it? But hey, if you want to dive in and you want to hear more about this article, stay tuned. Okay. If y'all can do me a real big favor, I rely on likes and subscriptions and comments and stuff to get this channel to move forward. We want it to continue to keep growing up, and it really helps when you smash that like button and become a subscriber if you haven't already. Leave comments. Comments are great. I've mentioned many times they help me. They give me ideas for content. They just get, they encourage engagement, and it really helps the channel. So if you can do that for me, I'd be so grateful. So there you go. There's the stuff. And also, I mean, I'm a real estate agent here. Obviously, this is all for the love of real estate. So if you have any questions about any of the properties that we've been featuring, or if you have any just general questions about real estate, here's my contact information. Call me, text me, email me, send me a carrier pigeon, whatever your preferred method of communication is. And hey, if you're from out of town, we could meet for a Zoom meeting. We could meet for coffee. I've featured many amazing coffee places over the last year. Yeah, it's been over a year now since we've been shooting video. Yes, indeed. Anyway, let's meet for coffee. I would love to get to know you, get to know your real estate needs. Okay, so hey, here we are. This article once again is from Blog TO, and it is. And here's the link so that you can read the article in full detail. Now, the title of this article is Toronto's real estate market is in major trouble amid global uncertainty. Okay, well, geez, I wonder why that is, eh? Could it be? Geez, I wonder. Oh, it's Premier Trump. Okay, well, anyhow, yes. So obviously, that's been an issue just for the last month or two, in a big way too. You know, we've seen the last couple of days, we've seen the stock market, hit historic lows in a single day, and it's continuing to do so. So what's going on too is buyers and sellers are sitting on the sidelines, and this is not good. People are not pulling the trigger, and sellers are worried that they're not going to get the price that they're after. But hey, let's this article actually does give a link to the Toronto Real Estate Board here, so I'm going to click on over there, and the Toronto Real Estate Board stats are out, and as I'm part of the board, so this is gospel for me. So I rely on these to give guidance to my clients, and give a whole economic evaluation of what's to come and what's happening. And so Toronto Real Estate Board reported 5,011 sales in the month of March 2025, which is down 23%. Guys, this is the spring market. This is the spring market. This is when it goes up. It goes up crazy. And this is the slowest spring market I've ever seen. So this is the March and April are the best, highest selling months, and they're down. The other thing too is 17,263 homes entered the market. On top of all the properties that are already sitting on the market there's over 17,000 that just entered the market, and that's up 28.6%. So that's even more so. So more property is coming out, and they're not selling. Now there's another statistic here. So the average cost for real estate in GTA which is down 1,093,000 and change. I'm not going to go into the minutia of it. So 1,000,000 and almost 1.1 million, but down. Now we've seen lows. We've seen real estate drop, but year over year it went down 2.5%, and year over year from March 2024. Now, I believe the condo market is helping with that number going down, because I think, now don't quote me on this, but freehold property is holding its own as far as I can tell. Freehold, if you own a semi or a detached home, freehold, they're holding their own. I believe that the condo market has been driving this price down, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, that freehold is just sitting still, which is good if you own a freehold. If if you're still thinking of selling your freehold property, you're still looking at getting an okay price for. You wouldn't have gotten what you would have gotten, in February of 2022. But you could still do okay if you own one of those. Again, condos, I've mentioned many times, they can't give them away. And but there's this article does talk about a silver lining. Let's just dive a little bit more into the article here. And economic uncertainty. We were a lot of folks really just don't know where their next paycheck is gonna come. Are there jobs going to be at risk? On account of all these insane tariffs that have been imposed, and what's going to happen. And also, there's also some talk about the results of the election. Personally, I don't think either way, the real estate market would be affected by either party. It's either going to be one party or the other, it seems. We are a 5-6 party country, but it's really down to probably one or the other. Either it's going to be I was going to say Republicans or the Democrats, the conservatives or the liberals. So one or the other. It's hard to say. I haven't looked at any recent polling. It's hard, but my opinion is I don't think either way the real estate market isn't going to be that affected once we get somebody new in the PM's chair. So, but regardless, we have a lot of economic uncertainty on account of the tariffs. Now, this article does talk about a silver lining, and we've seen tough times before. Certainly, while I was in real estate, but we've seen a rate cut just recently, just a few weeks ago. We've also we're watching property in the GTA is becoming more affordable. So on top of that, and also more rate cuts are on the way. And given that we could be entering a recession or very close to, the Bank of Canada may increase those rate cuts more so. If you remember last week, I had my friend Chris from BMO Mortgages, and we touched on that briefly. That the Bank of Canada could increase the frequency of rate cuts, could increase the size of the rate cuts. So that is a distinct possibility. So coming down to fight to fight a recession. That's one of the things that they do, and it's very likely that could happen. But we're seeing two things happening here, and that doesn't happen too often, where the bank rates are coming down, as well as property value is coming down. So if you're shopping, that's a good thing. If you're holding tight with your freehold property, you might still be able to get a good price. I mean, if you're a condo seller, we're going to be in some tough times for the next couple of years. If you're a condo buyer, well, you're in the driver's seat. So I think that is it. If you have any questions about anything at all real estate related, if you want to go out and if you want to jump out and look at some of these properties that we've been featuring, I just toured a property there a couple days ago, and that video is already on the air. You can check it out. But if you want to check out other properties, here, give me a call, text me, send me a carrier pigeon, send me an email. Let's go out and look at some property. If you got any questions or anything at all, let's set up a Zoom meeting if you're from out of town. Let's meet for coffee. I love meeting people for coffee. I think it's just so awesome. And don't forget, do me a big favor, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment. Comments help my channel, gives me ideas. And hey, don't forget, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, I put out a new video. And also, now Saturday morning at 7 a.m., I also put out a video. So twice a week, you get videos from me. And, well, hey, here we are. Oh, yes. And thank you. Thank you very much. That's it for now. Don't forget, we'll see you Thursday. And I'm looking forward to doing another video, and you have a great week. Thanks so much. Bye for now. Woo!